Welcome back to TNLP, the newsletter podcast brought to you by the HazMat Guys. I'm your host, Timmy, here with this week's top hazmat stories from around the U.S. But first, today's the day. The HazMat Guys have officially released their episode archives to the public as they sunset the premium membership. Not only do you, as Joe Schmo, get access to the entire 500-plus episode catalog, you also now have access to previous premium perks, like the Vance Bennett Instructor's Corner and the monthly Hazmat Happy Hour. If you were a premium member, you'll get a $100 credit to use on anything in the online store, including merch, training books, and even LMS courses. Stay tuned for more information from the HazMat Guys on that one. A number of big incidents to report on from over the weekend. We'll start with a 13-action news report out of Toledo, Ohio, where a shelter-in-place order has been lifted early Friday afternoon following a hazmat response. First responders were called out to the Sofo food facility on Wagoner Road in Toledo Friday morning. Toledo Fire and Rescue officials said crews were investigating an ammonia leak. It prompted TFRD and the Lucas County Emergency Management Agency to issue a shelter-in-place warning for a 1-mile radius surrounding the intersection of Detroit Avenue and Wagoner Road. A city spokesperson announced at about 12:10 p.m. that it had been lifted and surrounding roads were reopening to traffic. 13 Action News crews spoke to TFRD Chief Allison Armstrong at the scene. She said the issue was thought to be ammonia leaking inside the plant in a room related to the fire suppression system. Because it is confined inside to a specific room, we are taking things a little slower. Everybody got evacuated from the building safely. There are no injuries, so now we work with everybody to come up with a tactical game plan as to how we are going to recon the area and then mitigate the emergency, which hopefully is to shut it off, Armstrong said. After about 3 hours, the leaking valve was shut off, and firefighters gave the all clear for employees and nearby residents. A few hours east, an underground fire occurred in Pottstown, Pennsylvania on Friday afternoon, in the area of a gas leak, leading to a large emergency crew response. The incident occurred in the area of High Street and Manatawny Street just before noon. The fire occurred when an electric service line sparked, officials said. While crews were investigating the incident, they discovered a gas leak from a nearby service line. The leak was promptly located and shut off, officials said. Before authorities knew where the leak was coming from, residents could smell a significant odor of gas in the area, and first responders went door to door to investigate. The incident is currently under control, and there is no threat to public safety at this time. No injuries have been reported, the borough of Pottstown shared in a statement. However, we ask residents and motorists to continue avoiding the immediate area so repair crews can safely complete their work and responders can complete final building checks. High Street remains shut down from Hanover Street to Manatawny Street, and that closure is expected to last into the evening. The Montgomery County Department of Public Safety sent a hazmat crew to the scene during the investigation. No injuries have been reported. Wrapping up our report this week, we'll conclude with the Springfield Fire Department's warning to the public about the dangers of lithium battery fires after its hazardous materials team recently extinguished a stubborn blaze at a local shipping company. Firefighters arrived to find a battery bank still burning, despite multiple attempts to put it out with standard fire extinguishers. Officials said the fire involved lithium batteries, which can reignite and burn at extremely high temperatures if not handled with specialized equipment. Crews ultimately deployed a specialized lithium battery fire blanket to contain and extinguish the flames. The blanket is one of 3 purchased last year through a grant in partnership with the Greene County Local Emergency Planning Committee. No injuries were reported. Fire officials said the incident serves as a reminder of the unique hazards lithium batteries pose, particularly in commercial and industrial settings. Authorities are urging residents and businesses to follow manufacturer safety guidelines when charging, storing, or servicing lithium battery systems. Seems like ending the episode on a battery response is becoming a common theme. If you're not prepared to face these kinds of battery response scenarios, what are you doing? Quit wasting time. Get everything you need to know on lithium-ion battery response from the HazMat Guys. That's going to do it for this week's HazMat News. We'll see you next week. Timmy, over and out.